Could you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
I don't know what. What do you want me to tell you?
What is the name of your job and what does it involve?
Chest piece, front, the front of the coat, and shapes the front.
Excuse me?
Shapes the front of the coat.
I see. And you have to run two machines at a time?
Yes.
Is it hard to keep track of what's doing what?
No, not really.
How many pieces of interfacing are you putting in there?
5 in each side.
Can you explain what does what? What piece does what?
First, the small one, right? Over here, it's hard, so it gives it more shape to it. Also, it that's this, so this won't glue right down through here. So this won't glue down to the bottom of the coat. This one goes on top, covers it all, glues it all, and goes even, so when they get down there to the sleeves, so they won't put it on right. Okay. And this one, give it more shape and to hold it up here more.
How long have you been doing this?
4 years.
Did it take much training, or could you come right into it?
I went right into it.
Thank you. How many do you do in one day, do you think?
I average about 600.
It's a lot of coats.
Five years. 5 years.
Did you come right into it, or did you need to have some training?
No, I just come right in to teach me over here.
How did you get the job?
I have a friend, my sister was working here.
And she told you that they were hiring?
Yes.
You think it's a pretty good job?
Oh, yeah.
Do you expect to be a presser for a long time, or do you expect to do something else someday?
So far, I'm working in a press. I don't expect to do anything else.
Are you happy with that?
Yes.
It must be pretty hot in here in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
You sometimes have to get let out if it's really bad in terms of temperature. Could you explain the machine? What are the hoses? Is that the steam?
Yes, the steam comes from the top, but that's the iron. The steam comes from the bottom.
Thank you. Videotapes of jobs in Fall River.
What?
Yeah. They're going to be in the library when we're all finished.
Which one?
Public library.
Oh, public?
The main library, yeah. Where are you? Oh, I'm right here. I'm shooting if you want to interview. Are there different pressing forms for all the different processes?
Yes, there is. That's the left and this is the right. Same thing right along.
How about for different sizes?
No.
But they all seem to...
No, you just put it on a little different.
Not even for the children's ones?
No,
They'll all fit?
we don't make children.
Oh, I thought I saw some in the store.
Oh yeah, they have someone else make it.
I see. How long have you been a presser?
41 years.
Must be a
You
good
figure I
job
have
if
a
you've
steady
been
job,
with
right?
that long.
It's been a long time.
Is it hard in the summer?
Yeah, pretty used to it. We have these large fans drawing everything else.
Yeah, they must help a lot.
Yeah, when they put those on that side.
Yeah. Thank you. How long have you been working here?
Yes.
Yes.
7 months.
How did you get the job?
Not bad. It's good.
How did you get it in the first place?
I'm from to Canada
Excuse me?
and work construction in Portugal, you know. I come back to Canada because stayed in Canada 2 years. After 2 years, I come back to another state because I married, you know. Canada is nice country because I work in construction. No. Or in construction, I like the job. It's better in the factory because in Portugal, last very construction, you know have shops, you know have factories.
Did you get the job? Did you find the job through the newspaper, or did you know somebody working here when you first came?
No,
How did you know about the job?
I don't know.
How did you know there was a job that where you could apply for?
I thought I work in construction, no?
Yeah.
I made cleaner and the houses new. I made a big the company. It's in Canada, you know. And city, new city. I don't know.
Thank you. How long have you been working here?
33 years.
Always as a presser?
Yep.
Did you come straight from high school?
No. Nope. I used to work in what used to be Smith's Restaurant downtown at Corner Bank in Maine. My father was a chef there. I worked there for about 2 years. Then went to the Army, then I came here.
Having been here that long, you like the job?
No, it's not bad. For a city this size, as good a job as any, I guess.
How many machines do you have to keep track of at once?
2.
Is that confusing?
No. Not now. Used to be. When you first started it was, but not now.
How long did it take you to get used to the job?
This particular job, about 2 days. Something like that. It did, yeah.
Would you like to tell us just how you feel about the job in general?
I just finished telling you. It's not a bad job, considering, you know, for the city of Florida, you know, it's not bad at all compared to a lot of them I've seen. A lot of people doing the same work I'm doing in other plants. Not as good a job as this one.
Why?
I don't know, conditions, you know. Some people I wouldn't work for. I worked for 2 of them. They're about a day apiece. I quit. That was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand it, you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I understand what you're doing is different from the way you used to do it. Could you tell us what the difference is?
What they're doing there is using a flatbed machine for joining the shoulder to the front of the jacket. And in this process, it's a much slower process, but you have a better control of the rise in the shoulder. The number of units that can be produced this way is about 1/4 of what it can be done on a cylinder machine, but you have a much better control and a much better fit of the jacket.
Thank you. Could you show us the tool that you're using? Is that a blade? How long have you been working here?
18 months.
How did you get the job?
My mother asked. She worked here 3 years.
And she found they were hiring and asked if you could get hired?
Yeah.
You like the job?
Yeah. More than to be in school.
Have you been doing just this the whole time?
Yeah.
Do you expect to do something else eventually?
I want a machine, but they don't give me. So I have to wait.
You have to wait for an opening?
Yeah.
How long do you expect you'll have to wait?
I don't know. They decided.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. How long have you been working here?
2 years.
How did you get the job in the first place? Did you see an ad in the newspaper or did you know somebody working?
No, my husband working here.
How many pairs of pants do you pink in a day?
Lara.
Do you get paid by the number of pairs that you do?
No.
By the hour?
No, no. Lara.
You're doing all right.
You had any other job while you've been here?
Yes.
What other things have you done?
Okay.
Excuse me? Have you been a stitcher?
No. I don't know. Not understand.
Just this?
Yeah.
Would you like to keep on doing this, or would you like to do something different sometime?
No, I like it.
Are you the only one here doing this?
No, I work in the other machine.
She's a repair girl next week. Takes care of all the final work.
What do you repair when you're not doing this?
Anything that's wrong with the pants. You know, like little stitches or belt loop. She repairs the belt loop, right? Pocketing, facing on pocketing.
What kind of thing might be wrong?
Well, a stitch might let go. So before it gets to the customer, they stitch it. Everything's going to be in A1 condition before it leaves the floor.
Who spots the mistakes?
Examiners.
How many of those are there?
5.
What are some of the other kinds of mistakes they might find?
Pressing. Crease. A crease. A hole. A waistband no good. Replace the waistband. A loop that's no good.
What happens, then this lady repairs the...
Repaired.
So she really has to know a lot of different kinds of
Right.
processes.
Yeah. She's got to know the pants inside out in order to know what to do with them.
Thank you.
Oh. First, press, and these girls, they'll check the mistakes, pressing, anything wrong with the pants, unsewing of piping or anything. Anything that's going to be unsewed, they got to repair. That's what she's doing now. She's trimming the excess threads. Turns them inside out. Checks for anything that's wrong with the pants. Then they got to hang them up on hangers.
You found any mistakes yet this morning?
No, yeah, one of the loops are just loose. And wasn't the zipper was unsewed, so I have to mark it for them to sew it again.
How many do you usually find in a day?
It depends on the work. Some work don't have, hardly has any. Other work has a lot. Like about when it's not too many, about 10 to 12 a day. But when there's a lot, there's plenty to fix.
When you find that there are very few mistakes, is it hard to keep alert to spotting them?
No, because I guess they show up. When it's a rip or something. Sometimes they have a hole. But there's some work. Sometimes the whole bundle has to go through. Just some of the work.
Is it hard to learn what to look for?
No, not once they tell you. When you first learn.
How long did it take you to learn?
A week, I guess.
How did you get the job?
My aunt works downstairs. She got it for me. She asked me.
How long have you been here?
3 years.
And you've always done this? You like the job?
Oh yeah, it's easy once you get used to it.
Are you paid by the number of pants or by the hour?
By the hour. We have a certain amount that we have to do. Like we have to do 140 a day. But like this work is very dirty. We can always do less. We can't always put out 140 because it depends on the work. Some work is very clean. We can make 170, 180. But other work like this, we can only make 120, 120 something,
If you do more than the 140, do you get paid extra?
No.
Strictly by the hour?
Yeah. Before, they used to be on piecework. I wasn't working here. The more you make, the more money you get. But not no more. They changed it.
Which do you like better? Or, well, if you didn't work under piecework, which do you think you'd like better?
This, like this, because you really have to work really hard. You can't go, to the ladies' room or anything. You can't even take breaks, whether to make the 180. If we're on piecework, we have to make 180. After 180, you get paid more, but not before that, Less
So
than
now you
that.
just go for your 140?
Yeah, not on this. 120, 125.
Do you expect to be doing this always, or would you like to do some other job here sometime?
In the place? I don't know. This is the only job I've ever done, so I guess if they put me somewhere else, I'd have to do it, but I
But you like
the
this
job.
job?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Is the zipper already in the pants?
Yes.
And you're putting the slider on?
Right.
I understand you're substituting for somebody.
Right.
What do you usually do?
See, I'm a machine operator downstairs.
But you must have done this before or you wouldn't have been able to substitute.
Right.
How long have you been working here?
10 years.
How many different processes have you learned how to do?
At least about 20.
So you really can float and substitute for a lot of different people.
Right.
You're a very useful person to have around.
Thank you.
Have you ever worked in another factory?
No.
I'm told that usually zippers aren't done this way.
They're not done this way or the other place.
Usually, apparently, putting the sliders on afterwards is fairly unusual.
They usually do it in the other shops. I don't know if they do it this way, but the other shops, I think they put the zipper ready, you know. Over here it's different. You put the slider in, and you do with the machine, you know that. So the slider won't go off, you know.
How many other people are able to do as many different things as you?
On this shop, there's quite a few girls, about 4 or 5, do different jobs.
Would you rather be able to do lots of different things and substitute as you're needed, or would you prefer to just always do the same thing?
No, I like to do different jobs.
How long do you usually do one job before you change and do something different?
Well, it depends on what the boss needs. See, the boss is short and the job no good, don't have a girl on. He always get me to do the job, you know.
Well, is it like maybe a week or a couple of weeks or a month?
Yeah, depends on how long the girl is out. If the girl is out for a week, I'll do a job for a week. If she's out for about a month or whatever it is. So this girl had an accident. She's supposed to be out for 3 months.
This was an accident outside of work?
Outside of work, yeah. The car accident. So I'm doing a job as long as she's out, you know.
Being able to do so many different jobs, did you have to spend quite a long time learning each one?
Not me, I'm very fast picker. I pick up the job very fast.
Do you suppose that's why you were chosen to be the one that floats around and doing lots of different things?
Maybe. It's not bad. After they show you how to do it, it's not a very hard job to do, so you pick up fast.
How did you get the job in the first place?
My mother used to work here before.
Does she still work here?
She left already. She's disabled. She had a stroke and she went out because she couldn't work. My mother asked the boss for me to come over here to work. I was 16 years old. That's how I got the job.
Thank you very much.